What's up, people? 2 more days left in our weekly challenge with the robots. We are playing a best hand imp tournament, and our scores actually reflect this right here. All pluses on the card for us. Another very nice hand with some good shape here, which we're going to start with one heart. And it goes one spade, pass back to us. Ooh, make your bid, folks. What would you do with this hand? It's like a 2.5 spade bid, or maybe a little bit higher. It's close to a hand you might want to jump with. However, it's not quite there. You want to have like a good 16 to 18 to bid 3 spades. I wouldn't equate this as quite that good, even though it is certainly a maximum for this bid, like 12 to 15. And here we have to recognize if partner had the desire to play higher, they would have made some sort of move toward game as well. So we're in a very safe spot here. Ooh, look at this. Diamond lead from our right. Recognize we're playing this from this side of the table. This is a good spot for us. We want to do a few things on this. Number one, we definitely are going to want to draw some trump, but we also want to set up that heart suit in the south hand. This is the hand that we're going to make good, all right, because it's going to have the most amount of tricks for us, the biggest bang for our buck. So for me, I want to keep my entries to this hand. So I'm going to win this diamond over here, and I'm actually going to immediately play a heart, and I'm going to take a finesse for the queen. Ooh, this is amazing. If that wins, that is spectacular. And now, okay, we see that the robots have done some stuff here. We'll test the heart suit in a second. If the heart suit isn't working for us, we can ruff a heart and still make it good. Now comes the time to draw trump. So what we have to recognize is now that we've set up heart tricks and we have a pathway to setting up more of them, we need to draw trump to be able to take these tricks without interruption. If we start playing hearts now, it's likely the West player can trump in and force us to play that ace over there. So we want to be efficient with our trumps and recognize without the 10 or the 9 of spades, we don't take a traditional spade finesse. In fact, we play a low spade to the ace and then low back towards the queen and the jack. And now we have the best of all worlds. We've drawn trump very efficiently. And now that they're dividing evenly, we will be able to ruff at least one spade. Let's see. Oh, they split evenly, so it didn't matter. What we were really worried about is West having a spade left over here, and we will make sure that no one has any spades left now. And now it's all she wrote. We are done. All right, plus 170. We'll take that. We can't be worried about missing a game. And let me just show you this hand over here. You know, it's just not quite a 3 spade bid. And if we did bid 3 spades, partner would bid a game. But notice, partner has a 9 count with a doubleton heart, right? So they, in fact, have more than they ever have to have here. So a 3 spade bid, I'll put down a different 9 count for you, and you're going to hate it, right? Or I'll put down a 7 count that partner will also frequently have, and you will hate that at the 3 level as well. So just be disciplined with your ranges, and here you'll end up just playing a nice spade contract that goes quite well for you to take 10 tricks. And now we see, ooh, this is one of those weird times where I'm going to open a no trump with an off shape hand, and it's just because of everything else I have. I have a 15 count. The club suit's kind of ugly, and I could open a club and rebid it, but I want to snap up a no trump for not only the values I have with this hand, but also just the ability to take tricks and hopefully find a way to a good contract in here. 2 hearts is Capiletti hearts and a minor, and partner shows natural diamonds. So is it possible that West has hearts and clubs? That would be kind of crazy here. I have no choice but to bid 3 no trump. I'm going to do that. Partner showing a game forcing hand. And look at this, my goodness. Lefty does have clubs and hearts. So take a moment, folks. Count your winners, how many you see here, and then make a plan for your play. So the number of winners, and if you're not done counting yet, just press pause. We have 9 winners. Right? We have 6 diamonds, 2 spades is 8, and the ace of hearts is 9. And that's what we will take if the opponents decide to set up all of their hearts. I don't want them to do that. I'm going to play low and then just play low. I'm going to duck this because I want them to switch so desperately to take extra tricks. But I will notice that if they continue hearts, and they did, if they continue hearts, we would have been all set. Here they decide to play a club, and now I will guarantee myself to take extra tricks here, excuse me, as I hiccup. And I may, in fact, take a whole bunch of extra tricks. So watch this, folks. I've now taken a club. I'm going to actually clear out my heart first. There's my ace of hearts. It's going to make it easier for me to count later on. And then I'm going to put this king of diamonds on the table. And then I'm going to put the queen of diamonds on the table. There goes 1 heart pitch. And for our purposes, we've played a couple rounds of hearts, and we'll look at this heart suit specifically. But really, all I'm going to keep my eyes out for are the ace of clubs, which would make my queen of clubs good. And if that's not happening, I'm going to see maybe if spades are good or that eight of hearts develops into a trick, right? So I'm going to give you my mind essentially right now. So as far as hearts is concerned, I can reconstruct what's happened with this suit in this way, right? Dummy had 3 hearts. I had 2 for 5. We played 2 rounds, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here is number 10. So I'm looking for a total of 3 hearts. If I don't see that, I'm looking for the ace of clubs. And if I don't see that, I'm going to play spades, right? So this is all I'm going to do for a potential possibility for an extra trick, even though very, very low potential there. So I can afford to just continually pitch clubs as I go about this. There's 1 heart, right? So we need 2 more to be pitched for that 8 to be good. There's 2. Now, if 1 more heart gets pitched, we are sitting pretty. We're still going to pitch a club. Now the heart doesn't get pitched. And, by the way, we also have not seen the big club, right? So the ace of clubs is gone, so now we just play spades. And now recognize this isn't a traditional squeeze situation because, in fact, we did have 1 extra loser out there. But it could turn out to be what's called a pseudo squeeze, which means they think they're being squeezed and they make the wrong play, which the robot will get wrong sometimes. But here, nothing was going to produce any extra tricks. And now East is taking their time to pitch their king of hearts. And there we go. So plus 430, we will take that. And recognize we were only going to go plus 400 on any other line. If they continue hearts, you'll recognize that they still can only equal our contract as far as trick numbers. We can never get more than 9, basically. And that's what we'll do. We'll take 9 in a real hurry on this hand if the opponents clear that heart suit. But when they don't, now we have opportunities for more, and we'll take as many of those as we can get, right? Because every little imp counts. We've lost a lot of matches by like 1 or 2 imps, right? That little imp there, if it's free, take it, right? You don't want to risk anything to get extra imps, but you'll certainly take as many as you can safely, for sure. Last chance to excel tomorrow, and this is where we're going to start with board 1 of 2 tomorrow. We have a nice set of plus scores. We'll see if we can make it a true sweep of plus scores in the next 2. Catch that tomorrow, folks. I'll see you then.